Oh, what's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Hope y'all had a great weekend. It's time for some Noiz action. See, check my stuff. Mike's good. Intro nets look good. Sweet. Awesome. Well, again, hope y'all had an awesome weekend. Holidays are coming up, so everybody's probably excited about that or dreading it. One of the two. Anyway, let's get straight into some price action. We got a little bit of pullback. Oh, hold on. I got to do the intro properly. No noise, Z-Rex. It's December 11th, 2023, just past 11 in the AM, Central Standard Time. Anyway, yeah, we're getting a little pullbacks on Z Crypto. Not that surprising, though, as we hovered right up underneath the horizontal resistance on Bitcoin at about 44K. This was very expected, as we spoke about last week. I do like that it's getting caught at the 21 so far. The only thing that's a little bit nasty is this potential magenta candle printing up. And if y'all watch the show a lot, you know that those can be markers of tops. And so the last one that we had was, oh man, it's been a while, all the way back over here, Jesus, in September. Is that correct? Wow, it is. Oh, snap. So we haven't had one since September, which was not at a top, but it definitely marked no more bullish action until shit. Oh my gosh, like 5 months later. Okay. So before that, when was the last time we had one? Back over here in September of 21. So September of 13, September of 21. That's kind of funny. It's in the same month, which also did lead into a little bit of downside, only about 16%, as it was a little fake out off of the oscillators. But look where it did get caught on structure, which trumps everything, by the way. And that led to actually another little incremental new high that was ultimately a giant bull trap. Anyway, so it doesn't happen very often. And so we definitely have to take note of this. There is one scenario that these can get negated, and we've talked about it a few times on the channel, is, maybe less than 5, 6, 7 candles, something like that. If it can get overtaken, which would actually put us above 44K, those usually get pretty serious follow through to the upside. So I would look for about 48 if that were to happen. But, again, the price has got to get over that. So this is kind of marking bulls maybe stalled out here a little bit as we come up to this 44,000 level. And again, that is not surprising whatsoever. We've been straight up vertical. Everyone was getting real euphoric pretty much last week. Like we were talking about getting all these messages. I'm sure everybody else is getting DMs too about, oh, crypto. Yeah, it's on. Let's go shit coins. Everything, all in. Yeah, all in right here. Well, hey, I guess whatever. You're still up a little bit, to each his own. Let's go to the futures, right up under the trend line. But hey, we're still holding the 21 EMA. So until that really breaks, I'm not super concerned. And also, we have almost 7 hours before this closes. So very important daily close coming up, though, regardless. Let's see, right up here to the trend line, really good supported in the 30 handle. So, yeah, nothing too crazy, just taking a little bit of a breather. And these moves will be bigger too as the market's volatility is increasing. So we're going to have larger swings, to the upside and downside. So just keep your seatbelt nice and fastened, a little bit guten tight, y'all. ETH putting in the same type of candle. It did breach its 21 just barely, but did get bid up off of this structure right here. So that's pretty decent. Again, these candles closing today are going to be very important, because if they do end up closing in this fashion, in this color, and engulfing the last week or so of price action, I will definitely be trimming some of my longs and looking to re-enter on some more selling pressure. That's for sure. ETH futures right to the structure, and the 21, kind of the same thing there. Filled this gap already, so that's kind of nice. We were talking about that last week, that we had this nice little gappy poo. And hey, it's filled, and look where the tail is. It's actually is the gap. So this would look a lot better on the futures if it could close above 2200. Let's go to Bitcoin again and see if we have something similar. No, the gap's all the way down to 39. So yeah, okay. So yeah, a little bit further needed on Bitcoin to do the same. Charlie was trying to get it pumping. Looks good. But hey, overall, this is a new high, higher high, and hopefully higher lows for the bulls. We do have kind of a little trend line right here, something like that. So as long as it's kind of riding up, I mean, oh gosh, it's so scary, but not really. We're just breaking to structure and the EMAs and stuff like that. So that's not really a big deal yet. ETC, man, that bitch smashed on. What is this? 20%? Woo, 17-ish percent. Getting bid back to the 21 though. And as we've talked about pretty much most last week and before, as long as we're riding the 21 on these dailies, especially on Mama Bear and Ethereum on Unicorn Shirt, man, it is still very bullish structure. So, we don't have anything too worried to be. Wait, hold on. Words. We don't have anything to worry about too much yet until maybe this closes like that. I will not wait around and hold my same positions through something printing like this because, as y'all know, these do not get printed very often. And so even before this September one, let's see when the last one was. It's probably been a long time. I thought these printed a little bit more than I'm seeing here. Wow, all the way back to 2020? Holy crap. And it was right here in this consolidation. Even though it didn't go down a lot, look what it did. It went sideways for a month and a half before continuation, thus providing you with some better re-entries than just holding through, Oh, what's up, Casey Lewis? How you doing, man? Okay, so everything's going to be kind of in this same pattern here. XRP, little dumpy fest, back below 64 cents. That kind of sucks if this did close like this, because that's taking out the horizontal and the 21. So this potentially could be looking a little bit worse. XLM probably in the same boat. Oh, although it's being held by its 21. So actually a little bit, wow, how funny. XLM is showing relative strength over XRP. We've got a higher high on XLM, but we do not have a higher high on XRP. That is actually very surprising to me, as Ripple Me Nipples generally will lead the pack, at least of those two. I should say the pair, maybe. Interesting. Okay. Well, a little relative strength on Caleb coin. Let's see. Tron is still holding up. I mean, it's pretty much just flat. It has been flat for a while, even with everything else running over the last week or two. And you can see this magenta candle. So, actually, this is a really good example of what I was talking about with Mama Bears. If these get engulfed back very quickly, usually less than 5 or so candles, you usually get some pretty good moves off of that. Interestingly enough, this one did pump about 11% over the body of that candle, but it did end up giving all of it back, and we are just actually inside of it. So nothing's different about Tron. It looks fine above 10 cents, with potential weakness building if Mama Bear wants to start rolling over from here. But we still got higher highs and higher lows on it, so it's all good in the hood. Dot. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these are going to look like kind of whatever, especially on Dot and like ADA. I mean, these things ran really hard the last week. So, I mean, as long as it's above structure and keeps riding the 21 EMA, it is not a bad thing. I know the volatility is freaking people out, but hey, man, no one gets freaked out when we go up 5, 10, 15% for 4 or 5 days in a row. Yeah, you're going to get one of these candles every once in a while. It's not a big deal yet. Can it turn into one? Yes, it can. But one day does not make a trend change. Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's 9% down, but it doesn't even look like anything against this 20% candle. And again, riding 21s. Not a huge deal yet. That's going to be the theme of the video today. The Link Marines did make a higher high incrementally, but hold on. Let's get some oscillators up. What am I doing here? Very neutral on the oscillators. I actually want to jump back over to Bitcoin real quick with oscillators intact. Oh yeah, see, we still well above 26 on that too. All right, so just kind of reaffirming what I've been saying here. Not quite concerning yet. Coming to retest the consolidation zone here at 73. So 73 handle above that, it still looks fine. Testing the 21. I mean, not a huge deal yet. BCH actually looks worse. To be fair, it's engulfing both of its EMAs and actually dippity doodad all the way to its major horizontal at the low 200 and teens. Surprisingly, pretty nasty actually on that. This I do not like when one candle takes out both of the EMAs or all three. Usually you don't get all three because the 200's far away. But both of the short-term ones, that is generally not good for the bulls in this case. Although there is still 6.5 hours, so anything can happen. We could still close back above 238, 240. And that would actually be a really good reaction from the bulls. But closing like this, specifically on Bitcoin Cash, would be a little bit shitty. And of course, it never even made a new high. It's been in its consolidation range for, the last 4 months or so. BSV also doing kind of the same thing, not getting so deep on the retrace as BCH. Still in the between the EMAs, but very important closes on the dailies today. So not yet, and very important closes is going to be the theme of Das Video. 169, here we go, right on top of the 21. Did come all the way down and test the trend line there and got bid up pretty well. So you have to give credit for the bulls on that. Again, same MO, see how these daily closes. Hopefully most of them close above or around the 21 EMAs or against structure to keep the bullish trend intact. Otherwise, we might have to open some parachutes for a second, which could just provide rebuying opportunities. So we're nowhere near flipping bearish yet. So just relax, everybody. Zcash. Why Zcash? You couldn't even stay above 31 for more than a few days. Lame. But is this just a retest of the consolidation area that it was in for a couple of months? Yeah, probably. So far, that's kind of what this will look like until otherwise told by these magenta candles of doom. But we'll just see if those actually do close out. So we're going to have a doozy of a show on Wednesday to finish up. Maybe I'll even do a little special show tomorrow or something. Oh, no, I'll have the kiddo all day, so we won't do that. So it will be Wednesday. Dash, let's see. Dash is barely holding on. Didn't even really get above its range. I mean, nasty little shooting star while the bulls attempted to do it. That's pretty weak sauce, to be fair, by Dash. Yeah, what the hell, Dash. But overall, still looks fine above $30. Doge is down only 5% today, showing a little bit of strength against most of the market where we're close to double digits. And Tron is also an outlier there. But Doge just riding up the 21 EMA. Cannot get mad about it yet. Now look where it did stall, right at the 200. This 10-cent resistance is real. We need to get over 10 cents like we were talking about last week. And if we do that, I would not be surprised to see a quick shot to 14.20 because, that's where it has to be because, meme power. Let's see here. STX. STX actually started rolling over on earlier December on the 5th on this really tight doji up here. Got follow through. Now we're just retesting the 21. The structure horizontal here is all the way down at 72. So this thing can still dump pretty hard. But if bulls aren't as strong as they are looking to be with all this price action, the bulls probably won't let it go below this little swing low and definitely this big girthy candle at about 80 cents flat. True didn't really do anything, just kind of went sideways in all this hype. I mean, I guess to be fair, it did hype up a little bit earlier in mid-November, but just real sideways is F right here. Tested structure. So again, kind of the same chart happening across the board at this point. There was about 3 different kinds of charts before this recent little run up. Now it seems like we pretty much only have one chart, kind of. So, hey, it makes it easy. XRD. Oh no. What the hell, XRD? Why did you do this? Well, it's all the way at the bottom of channel. Super last line of defense. It never got any love. XRD trash. I'm down on this one a little bit, but it was one of my smaller holdings just because it's a lot more speculative and their chart doesn't look super good. So, whatever. It's all good. You can't win them all. You can't win them all, and it still is above this little consolidation structure. Anything lower, though, than this like 4-5 area, garbage. Probably goes into the low 4s and 3-cent range. No one liked Radix. Poor Radix. V-Chain surprisingly holding up very well. V-Chain looks great above 2.5 pennies. I mean, I almost don't even care what anything else is happening in the crypto market. It's got a weekly open and close above the 55 now. That has not happened since the bull run back in 2020 coming out of COVID. So that has not happened since then. And so this is solidifying and building a very nice chart, even on the higher time frames and above the 2.4, 2.5 area. This does look very good. Atom coming to the 21, just retesting some of its structure here. So, hey, that's fine. And it's looking over here further left. It's actually getting support from this upper mid 9 handle. So as long as we're above $9, this does not look bad either. Again, this might be providing some buying opportunities for maybe some people that waited way too damn long to buy. So funny. People are like, no, I'm not going to buy yet until the all-time highs. I just say that because my dad did that in the first run. I practically like begged him to buy crypto for a long time when it was under 1,000, and he laughed at me and then messaged me when it was $18,300. He emailed me and it was like, oh, where do I buy it? And I'm like, oh no, dude, what? Happened with another friend that I know. He wouldn't touch it. Even a tech guy helped build stuff at what is it called, the hardware company for drives, Western Digital, and did that for years. Old school tech guy, wouldn't touch it, and then he emailed, where do I buy Ethereum, when it was 4,400. So it's pretty funny sometimes how that happens. Anyway, I digress. Above 65, this still looks really good, and we're going to round it to 69 actually, because that's where we have been. We're going to keep it there at mean power number. Surprisingly, it is flat on the day, so there you go. Osmos showing some relative strength against the market. Way to go, Osmos. Really want to see it get above this dollar range though on the longer term. Otherwise, anyways though, it does look still very good. Ton, not so good. Dumpfest 3,000. Wow, 25%. Holy shit. All right, so what we're going to be looking for, I think, for bulls to stay intact is some kind of behavior like this, where we get up close to the EMAs in structure, and then we have a nice engulfing candle tomorrow or Wednesday. Something like that would set up for a nice continuation. If we start lollygagging on the lows of these candles that get printed today, that would warrant a little bit more caution. So this week definitely is going to be an important one, as it's finally doing something different than just going up. So do be mindful of that. Matic. Oh no, but look, it's sitting right on the 21 in structure. So, oh, whatever. Double top? Possibly. We lost 78 cents. I would start to think some pretty good selling could happen all the way into the mid 60s. And then that is kind of the line in the sand long term, even a little higher at like 72 cents off of this structure right here for shorter term. Long term, it looks actually perfectly fine. Above, let's see. Yeah, about 73. So in that low 70s handle, very important. All right, to traditionals. They're flat as shit today. Got a nice gap and go type pattern on Friday, but we're not going anywhere. Let's see here. We got our all-time high at about 4,800. So we're just kind of lollygagging. Surprised there's no follow through on this. Obviously, it's bullish as shit above 4,600 though, so we don't have to really overthink it. Buyers just chilling today. Maybe people went on their Christmas vacations early this year. NASDAQ says suck it though, and is getting a little bit of continuation to its all-time high. That could have never happened this year. Well, we're almost there. It's only about 300 points away, just a cut hair over this horizontal. Now let's zoom in a little bit and see if we have bearish divergence though, because I am a little bit curious off of this pattern. Hold up. Let's get the... No, not really. We really don't. I don't really consider any divergence if we're above like 65 area. I just consider that like power zone, and I don't really care if there is divergence up in the power zone. I really only care if it dips below into the 50s and then creates divergence. But when it's just hovering above the excuse me, hovering above the 65 70 zone, yeah, whatever, that's just bull mode. And let's see here. I mean, obvious major resistance against the all-time high, but hell, this bitch is just Rally Fest 3000 looks very beautiful above 16,100 handle. The Dow also getting some love. All-time highs on the Dow, I believe. Let's see. What is it? It's 832. Oh, not quite. About $50 off. Damn close, though. A little bit more, and we will have all-time highs on the Dow. How crazy is that? This thing looks bullish as hell above 36.2, and I don't see any divergence on the daily. I don't see anything on the 3-hour either. Well, actually, hold on. Let me renege that real quick. We do have slight divergence between this high and this one, and see how this dip below, especially when it dips below 50. That's actually textbook divergence from the RSI and TA gods from back in the day. They do mention that it does need to cross below 50 to have proper divergence. Now, everybody skins the cat slightly different, so this is more of an art than a perfect science. But anyway, so there is slight divergence between here and here on the 3-hour, but we do not see anything on the daily at all, not even close yet. So maybe a little bit of a clue that there could be some turmoil ahead. And we could probably use TNX to sniff that out a little bit. We've talked about that a few times about TNX. We'll go over that here in a second. I believe the number's 450. And there is a pretty good gap right here, a couple hundred points. Be mindful of the gap. Oh, no, I'm getting hiccups. What the hell? Russell, flat as shit. I mean, higher highs, higher lows. It still looks good as hell above 1850-ish. No problems with that. Obvious mega resistance at 1900. And above 1900, it could easily moonshot to close to 2K. So, man, yeah, just hover, nothing really to add on to that one. The trannies, they're going sideways. They do have a chrono cross right here, though. Very nice. And this does look very good above 15K or so. Let's see. Yeah, so, man, yeah, that actually looks really good on the chrono cross built up. Nice oscillators. Nothing wrong there. New highs on the Dow, or on the DAX again today. Just pump. Europe's pumping 3,000. Bullish as shit on this above 16,666. We're just going to keep it there at the triple sixes, or actually the quad sixes. Whatever. Y'all know what it is. Around 16,600 handle. Above that, it's bullish as hell. VIX is just kind of lollygagging down here. Nothing to really see yet. Let's go to VVIX. VVIX is the one that's a little more interesting as it hovers above 80, like low 80s. If this did breach like 80 and went to the 70s, I'd be looking for a pretty massive rally on equities, especially if that coincided with TNX getting back above 450. Wow, VIX futures below the horizontal of 1330. That's crazy, man. It hasn't been this low since July of 2019, and then the summer of 18, and obviously 2017, the record low volatility year. So this is pretty big deal, man. Wow. That's crazy. If this starts opening and closing below this horizontal, I'd definitely be looking for a super Santa Claus rally, which we potentially could get today. Pretty crazy though, man. No volatility. Where'd she go? All right, Earl. Earl is bouncing nicely off that 69 level. Looks like oil likes meme numbers too. I do kind of want to buy some oil here against this structure just because the risk is pretty easily defined. Anything below about 67.5, you can start to look for way lower prices. But right here, let's go to the weekly. Right here, as it's against structure and this 200 MA, yeah, it's very intriguing. It's very intriguing to get long some Earl. So I might take that trade today, but I'm also getting ready for tax loss season, which is a trading strategy at the end of the year, generally the Christmas week. Lots of funds and stuff sell off their big losers at the end of the year just to do tax loss harvesting. And sometimes you can get some really good deals, and those will get bid the shit up like in the beginning of next year, usually before the end of January. Sometimes they just keep running though. It's a trade like to do every year, and it generally plays out very well. Last year, or I guess the beginning of this year specifically, it was bananas trade. Like everything was like 30-40%. And I'm curating that list right now and kind of working on that with some buddies, and I will share that a little bit closer to completion, probably either Friday this week or Monday next week. But yeah, this one looking pretty good at like 69-ish. Nat gas, dude. Once it broke this trend line, just watch it lay. It just has been breaking. It's below the 250 level. This is actually bearish now, below 250 full on. Didn't get any love on Friday. So yeah, this looks pretty nasty. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, pretty nasty. I guess it's not going to get cold this winter or something, but not until it's back above 250 is it attractive for longs for me anymore. But it was a really good trade though for most of the year. Hopefully, some of y'all got in on that one a few times because it definitely was pretty textbook. Bonds backing off a little bit as they come up to this structure. Not a surprise. Right above that is the 200 as well. So, 121 definitely has some pretty strong resistance there. Let's see. Notes in the same boat against their 200 and the summer consolidation area. Although it did make a higher high against the summer on the 10 years. So that's a little bit more bullish. And hey, as long as it's riding the 21 EMA, you can't get mad about it. TMF, so that's just not an inverse, sorry, a leveraged one, so we don't need to go over that one. I might just actually take that off. Dixie coming back out of the into the 104.20 handle. Oh hell yeah. 104.20 looks pretty good if it can clear 104.50 like we talked about Friday, and I would look for pretty much a dollar move to the upside then, which would likely coincide with TNX pumping pretty hard. And again, this, if it could get back over, actually, it's a little lower. It's not quite 450. Really, like the top of this little gap right here at about, of course, it's at 442. So above 442. It makes it easy to remember all these levels, though, right? When they're meme numbers. 442. Above that, I would start to look for some pretty nasty selling, especially in the tech sector. Euro is obviously selling off a little bit with dollar strength as they are inversely correlated. This is maybe a little bit of a surprise. Gold, man, you little bitch. Like, what is this crap? Almost engulfing last week's close, the prior weeks. I mean, what a lackluster freaking bullshit move by gold. Get everyone trapped up here. Very nasty. It's back below 2K. I can't. Is this a buying opportunity? I don't know, man. I don't like that the bulls are letting it get below 2,000. And especially with silver, man. Silver looks brutal. Look at this. It's all the way below. Like Friday's close is really, really bad. I mean, that is terrible candle, like I was talking about earlier in the stream, with those candles taking out all the EMAs. I mean, this one took out all of them. Usually you don't get the 200 engulfed with it because it's generally far away unless you're in like a consolidating market like silver's been in. But nasty, dude. This is actually not good below 2350, and gold below. Oops. And gold below freaking 2K again. What the hell, man? Now it does have a nice chrono cross here, and one could argue that this is providing a very good re-entry for gold. You can definitely make that argument, and it's a fairly strong one just given the structure here too. But just getting back under 2K is just whack. It is just the first day though, so maybe this week will set up for some something most sexy. Let's go look at GDX. Okay, all right. So that kind of bodes well. GDX is backing it up off of this like inverted type of head and shoulders, even complex sort of whatever. This little inverted head and shoulders, and it's retesting the neckline right here. So you could make a pretty good argument like getting long GDX right here. I actually wouldn't hate that. I might actually try that one. I just don't like silver's chart, man. The silver chart, brutal, brutal, brutal. Just back in this freaking spaghetti warehouse bullshit over here. Man, y'all remember that place? I don't know. I don't think they're still around, but I'll date myself a little bit there. So gold and silver, potential rebuys here, but I think it's a little bit of a risky trade. Just given this very swift rejection by the bulls. And it is all-time highs on gold, so I guess it's not that crazy. But yeah, a little bit higher risk, but at least the risk now is a lot more better than if you were trying to buy it at 2100. That's for sure. All right, GDX, we already did that. Yeah, platinum is still below 950, whatever. Palladium is trash, below 1,000. Who cares? And that's it. All right, Casey, let's get it in. DHI, that is a home builder, isn't it? Yes, it is. Hey, I don't know the builders. We had a little finance meeting group yesterday for lunch with some of my friends, and we were all talking about how the hell it's so crazy that housing is just killing it on the stocks, which doesn't make any sense. Definitely, I think, kind of surprised people with rates being high and all that crap. Pretty crazy. This is bullish as hell, though, above 133. I mean, it's in blue sky mode. It's up until it ain't. And it's just, I mean, it's very surprising me. I'm a little bit lost for words. I did not expect that one happening. And that's why you look at the damn chart. You don't think about news. You don't think about all this other crap because you just never know how shit's going to react. And the best thing to look at is the chart. It has all the news and everything that everyone knows about the stock or whatever it is. If you're looking at a sector ETF, but whatever you're looking at, this is all the information is built in to this chart that's known currently. And you're not smarter than every person on the planet. Sorry, not sorry. But, as it got back above its horizontal at 121, it's just been beast mode. And especially after this nice engulfing candle to the upside, taking out both EMAs, that was a really good sign that this level was being defended at 115 with this obvious open and close above this horizontal. So this looks, it's up until it ain't. As far as support, I would stop out of this if I was in it around like 132-ish. What do you got? Oh, you're way down at 127. That's not way down. That's just right at the top of the gap here. So I like that. What's up, Rage SH305? How you doing today, man? Good to see you. We do streams Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. I don't think I've seen your name in here before. Maybe did you come in Friday? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. There was a few new faces that popped in Friday, so. But anyway, looking for 159. Well, let's pull a Fibarooski on this and see where that's at. 150. Yeah, hey, that's good. 156 is a 1618 extension, so that's a good target for that. I like this setup, except I would ratchet my stop to like 132-ish. It's the only thing I would do different about that. Affirm. holdings, right? Yeah, you've mentioned this one a few times. Um, long entry. How are you getting? I am so curious still of why do you pick? How do you get like your entries? Like, why do you pick one? Or I'm sorry, 4265 on this? Um, that's something I've always been curious about. Some of the charts that you post or tickers you post is why like why do you wait for that number to get long? Give me one sec. Yeah, just kind of curious there. If you could elaborate on that, that would be greatly appreciated. Oh, let's see. Yeah, this one's okay. This one's okay. Looking left, there is a lot of resistance at about 47 handle, but it does look pretty damn good above. Oh man, we might need the weekly on this to help. Yeah, above about 36-ish. Above about 36-ish, it looks good. And what's your stop on this? Yeah, okay, 30. Yeah, that's a good stop. I like that. And then looking for 55. Let's see. What did I just say a second ago where that resistance was? Is at 47. Yes, there's a lot of resistance there. This one I'm not as fond of as the previous one. Yeah, I think 55 is pretty aggressive on the target. The Bulls would have to get real serious on this to get up there. And what is this? Insurance, right? Affirm leasing. Oh no, they do leasing. So is it digital mobile first commerce? What payment? Got a bunch of bullshit jargon. Put all the buzzwords in there. They forgot blockchain. What the hell? Well, we're not at that level yet where you put blockchain in your ticker and you go up 800,000%. We'll get there one day, guys. Not quite yet. When you start seeing that, though, that's when you want to watch out for the top. Anyway, yeah, this one's okay. I don't like this aggressive pump right here. I would like to maybe see this pull back a little bit into the mid-low 30s for a re-entry. I definitely don't like the long entry at 42. I think that poses a little bit too much risk. LEN, is that Lennar? Probably. Yep, new highs is going to the moon, bitches. Wow. I mean, what the hell? Oh, just real quick to show you the importance of the magenta candles. Here's one. Uh-oh, watch out. Death. Here's one. Uh-oh, watch out. Slow death. Is there another one we can show? Oh, here's one right here. Death. So the magenta candle ain't no joke. Ah, here's one. I wanted to see one to show when they get faked out and then they run hard. Here's one right here. After about 7 candles or something, you get most of it taken over. See that right here? And then it makes some new highs and runs really hard. So I think that's the best case scenario right now for Bitcoin, or we're probably going to do a little chop fest 3000 into Santa Claus time. Anyway, back over here to the current. This looks bullish as shit above 130 and got no problems with that. And what's your long here? See, yeah, why are you picking 140? It's not even at 140 yet. Break of the high? Okay. Like break of, I guess, of an intraday high maybe or something like that. It looks like, because this one got to 140.41. So you're almost there. Yeah, I guess what high are you looking at? Because you said break of the high, but you got 140.77. And that hasn't even been tapped yet. So yeah, I mean, I like this one above 133. It is getting pretty vertical, and we do have earnings coming up on Thursday, so do mind the earnings. It's Thursday after the bell, so do mind earnings on that one. I would probably wait if I was going to trade this till after that. And again, I'm also saving a lot of my firepower for the tax loss trade. So, but yeah, other than that, looks good above the 133 area. You're a little bit more aggressive down at 130. That's fine, though. That's just right above here. And you're looking for 156. Yeah, I mean, it's up until it ain't. So I like this one better than Affirm, that's for sure. Pan Dub. Oh, this one again. I remember that. Well, not Pan Q. That good old Palo Alto has been saying, suck it, bears. Again. Oh, here's another example of that magenta candle getting swooped back up to the upside. See how it's about 5-6 candles to engulf most of it. That's what I'm looking for on the Bitcoin daily right now, and Ethereum and a lot of the other shit coins. This thing though, bullish as hell above 265-ish. And stop loss at 285. Oh, dang. You got yours high and tight on that. Is that the bottom of here? Yeah, the bottom of this little flag. That's good off the daily. I like that for sure off the daily, not off the weekly, but off the daily, that looks great. And you're looking for, what is it? Oh, I lost my 300. Wait, no, that's your entry. I'm sorry. You're looking for 324. Yeah, why not? Is that a fib extension? Let's see. Yeah, just shy of the 2618. So yeah, not too bad. I like that's actually a pretty good trade. I like your setup on that one, probably the best so far. PHM. These housing stonks, dude. Holy crap, bros. Dude, above 88 handle is just bullish as shit. The daily has the same structure at 88. Man, so 88 bucks looks super. Hey, and that's where your stop is. Perfect. Looking for an entry here. So one thing I'm curious on your strategy is instead of waiting for break highs, have you thought about like buying dips after you get the structure going pretty good? Maybe, I don't know, to each his own. Obviously, there's a million ways to skin the market cat, but just kind of curious there. Because you find some good ones that are in trends, and then for a lot of them, it's like I would just be looking for a little bit of pullbacks to get long and not necessarily waiting for these like hitting these all-time highs. Hey, but said if it works for you. So just kind of curious. 112 you are looking for. Let's see. We don't really have a good fib to pull off of this. We pretty much have to take it from right here. Yeah, the 122 area is the 2618. So 112's in between there. I mean, why not? It's up until it ain't. I do like this setup though. Is pretty good with the stop at like 88 bucks. I definitely can get behind that one. And toll, isn't this more housing? Who would have ever thought that this was going to happen? Like if you said this, I'm going to buy housing on the dips. If you said that like late summer, early fall, people would be like, dude, what the frick's wrong with you? Which actually would have been the time to buy it. How funny, man. Just absolute rip fest. Man, wait, hold on. Wait, did I mix those up? Wait, PHM and Toll. Dude, they have like the exact same chart. Look at this, guys. Look. I just typed in PHM. I was having like deja vu for a second. Look at that. It's literally the exact same chart. What the frick, dude? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's like literally the same freaking chart. That is wild, man. All right. That makes it even more weird. It's literally has the exact same setup as PHM, as Pulte. So, C Pulte. It's like, okay, see, all right. So this is a really good question now for you. Is this literally has the exact same chart with like within $1 or two of the structure differences, which is pretty much the same, close enough, but you have very different targets. Doesn't come down to the dip price. I missed the trade. Yeah, that's true. That's a valid point. And a lot of times that does happen, especially when you're trading blue sky. So that's fair, man. Sometimes on those I'll just buy like 50% of my normal position size and then hope for a pullback to load up on a little bit more. But that's fair. That's about the best answer you could have given. Touche, sir. Wow, yeah, so pretty much C Pulte Group's chart. Same shit. Crazy. All right, let's go to the blockchain. Stonks. Let's see what they're doing. BidF getting absolutely destroyed. Dude, Hut, what is wrong with Hut, dude? Like, it couldn't even get any love in the garbage, dude. I am so disappointed with Hut that, like, what the hell, dude? What the Hut, man? This is terrible. Like, this is just so sad. After the split, everyone got confused. It couldn't even rally at all. It got no love in the recent, month or so of price action. It got a lot of love back when it rallied in early in the summer, but jack shit right now, and it's breaching. It's not super bearish yet. Maybe this is the best entry you could get right here against all this consolidation. But man, just lackluster performance. Fuck, lame, Hut. What the hell? Mara, everything's selling off pretty good here on the coinage. Miners, of course. I mean, we came up to lots of resistance levels, so it's not too surprising. Backed, I added this recently. I forgot about backed for a while, but it's back. So, and it looks like shit on the weekly. God dang, this looks like a shit coin to all hell, doesn't it? Man, wow. Brutal. And I'm in log, man, and it looks like this. That's how you know it's real shitty. All right, anyway. We do have Chrono Cross though, and I kind of do want to buy this as much as I talked shit about it just a second ago. But on the daily, higher high, beating some of the structures. Got the Chrono Cross, haven't had one of those in freaking eons. So this one is kind of attractive. I'm gonna go see if they got some options on it after the stream. Let's see. Anything else we need to look at? Oh yeah, we do need to look at this. We might. Let's just fill this gap real quick at 600. We were just talking about that on Friday. See if we can get that filled this week. That would actually look good and get some push up by the 21 EMA for some continuation. That would be best case scenario, I believe, in this situation here. And again, I mean, it's not even that surprising to get selling from here, man. Oh goodness! Don't yawn, guys. It's contagious. Sorry. It's not even that surprising to get selling from here, y'all. It's all good, and volatility has increased, so whatever. It's gone up. Everything's gone up pretty much 50 to like 500%. So, oh no, it's down 8%. Oh God. Cores is trying to do something here and stay inside of this range, but sub 69 is nasty. And also just very high risk on this one, given all their stuff gets, I think, finalized in January at some point. I'm just waiting until that time. There's so many other shitcoin stonks you can buy or shit miners. I don't want to hold the riskiest one, and this bitch just be moving, as you can see. So we'll wait for the beginning of the year on that one. All right. Let's see. Let's go look at top traded stuff. What are they doing? Nvidia still selling off. Yeah, I mean, little double top there. Barely holding on to its trend line. Nvidia, if it gets below 450, man, ouch. That's going to probably get us to 420-ish, and then we'll have to reassess. But getting a little bit of weak sauce over here. Microsoft also doing the same thing. Barely holding on to structure below 364. Watch out. Also on a trend line too right here. If we extend this back over to the right. Also kind of on a longer term trend line. Let's see. Man, JP Morgan at a double top as well with vol flashes. Very interesting. Big move coming up probably before Santa Claus. MU, man, nice. Micron. Earnings coming up. That's next week, so we don't have to care about that. All right, let's go to. I wanted to see the weed stonks, what they were doing. Yeah, they're selling off a little bit today. Not a surprise. I pretty much got out of most of my longs on Friday to get some firepower for the beginning of the year. And plus, a lot of people are on holiday and out of town, and so I'm not trying to look at my damn portfolio and want to have to manage and deal with that shit. I'm trying to be chill and hang out with the fam and friends and enjoy the times, because low vol and low volume, low volatility, low volume generally in the holidays, and so which is good for that tax loss trade. That's the only one I will be paying attention to pretty much during the holidays, but outside of that, I like to have kind of a clean book going into the year. Anyway, and again, I'll share that knowledge on Friday or Monday. I'm working on the list now. Let's see. I think that's probably it. Let's see. Anything? Just kind of curious. Man, Planetary is still going. Oh no, it has a little bit of a break here. Oh, look, Magenta Candle of Doom. And back below this horizontal. Ooh, iced up on Planetary. Back in its stupid range. Missed that one. I was trying to get a little bit of that earlier in the year, but BlackBerry also been wanting to load up on some BlackBerry, but it does have earnings coming up on next week on Wednesday. Yeah, maybe we can get a better deal for tax loss stuff, possibly. But this is one that I have been eyeballing and want to get into eventually. But patience, just waiting, chilling on the sideline. GME, surprisingly, is starting to look kind of attractive above 1420 area. I mean, it's kind of trying to flag out right here. Earnings, we're okay. Earnings are okay. Man, and this is on log too, by the way. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, we finally came into a really critical horizontal, and so this one might be something interesting to watch longer term. Let's see. I feel like I wanted to bring something up, but I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, here's my tax loss stuff. I'm not going to show it to you yet. We'll do that soon because I'm still working on it. Real estate. Let's see what IYR is doing. Yep. About to do Chrono Crossing. Still a lower high though and lower lows on the entire sector together. But for some reason, some of those builders are being outliers, man. Kind of very surprising to a lot of people. Let's go to sector majors real quick, see if anything's standing out. Banking, huh? Banking's rallying. Uh-oh, rates about to keep going up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is there a meeting this week? I think there is actually an FOMC meeting this week. Yay! Everyone's favorite time. It is, yep. Okay, so Wednesday, it's the Fed drift. All right, here we go. Hike it up, baby. I don't know what the futures are saying. Let's go. Let me pull it up on another tab. Fed. Whoops. What are they saying? What are the probabilities? Let's go look. Maybe if it'll load up. Oh, there's 98%. 98% chance that it's just going to stay the same. So, oh, damn, it's down 0.6% from a week ago. Watch out. Watch out. So, there you go. If you care about that stuff. And you can go to CME to get that information. It's free, whatever. Just do Fed Fund Futures and then look for the CME link, and it'll be in there if you want to look at that kind of stuff. I particularly am not too fond of it. Don't really care. Anyway, whoa, look, regional banks, man, are they gonna surprise freaking hawk it up? Oh, that would be brutal, dude. Man, I don't even know. I bet NASDAQ would do like a 5% down move if that happened. Alrighty then. I think that's it for today's stream. Let's wrap this bitch up. Mama Bear. Uh-oh, potential nasty candle, but we're still above the 21. But the color of this candle is what's concerning. All right? So, or potentially concerning at least. One candle doesn't make a trend, but it can give you some new information. So this definitely will be giving us some new info if it does close like this. And I'm very curious to how this will close in roughly about 6 hours. If it does close like this, I'll probably take off I will take off some of my longs, especially on a little bit of rallying. If it gets up to like 42. And then if this starts breaking back down, we probably will test the 37 handle and maybe deeper, because on the macro, In the weekly, I mean, the EMA is literally all the way down at 33.5 on the shortest one. So it can still pull all the way back to the mid lower 30,000 handle and still be bullish structure. So, and look at this, guys, beautiful chrono cross on the weekly printed up this week. Very sexy time. I like that. I don't think we've had one of those in let's go look actually. Here's one back here. Well, that's kind of, it actually happened back over here. Here's one in the super flat sideways. You could nah, you can't because it's not a true one. Wait, hold on. Am I out of log? Oh, I am. I'm tripping, man. I was wondering what was going on. Man, my bad, guys. I thought I was still in log when I said that. Need to correct myself there. So, man, how did that accidentally happen? I hate charting in linear because you can't see the price action. Yeah, I mean, this has been a long time chrono cross. I mean, right here, there's one. And then right here, there's kind of one. But when they're stacked, the closer they're stacked together, the more I like them. And this one's super sexy and telling us above 32K macro Bitcoin is very bullish. So, all right, I think that's it. We'll get to talk about some good stuff on Wednesdays. Oh, this would be a nasty tweezer top, but that's 6 days. We don't need to talk about that right now. But yeah, see how these candles print, and we'll follow up on Wednesday because we'll actually have another candle as well after that. So potential top being put in here temporarily, but definitely not ending the trend in the momentum off of just this one day. That's for sure. And let's go to, thanks, Jordan, for the follow. Disco None. That's a funny name. Thanks, Disco None, for the follow. And I think I already got HT Trader or H Trader and Ibrahim Holam Jani 3. Ooh, that's a long one. All right, guys. Much love. I appreciate the chatting and all that good stuff. I hope you have an awesome week. A happy Monday. This is No Noise. I am Z Rex. Peace.